Field. Thanks for returning the call.
Well, nice to hear from you from near the city of Sheffield. You're coming through very loud and clear. I'm over in the central U.S. in Texas, so you have a nice day in 73.
73, yeah, you're coming through beautiful this way as well, and been a pleasure catching up with you. Bye for now.
Hi, Alan.
No, I recognise that voice, Terry. How are you going? I was just demonstrating today with the East Coast, and there's Dave and Butch and myself on Amcam at the moment. I was just doing a demo, but thanks for coming by, Terry. Not seen you for a day or two, but I've been absent as well, but hope everything's good.
Yes, Alan, everything is good in Central Texas. I hope you're doing well also. I heard you doing a demo and thought I'd jump in and say hi. So I'm going to leave it with you, 73, and I'll catch you soon on HamCam. M3GCA, this is N5 RTC clear.
Thanks, Terry. Well, we're on there for a while if you want to join, so I'll bid you 7-3. Always nice to catch up with you. Bye for now. M3GCA clear.
Golf Kilo, testing radioless node on audio spectrum, no need to reply.
KI6PL.
Well, good morning. I think it's still good morning. I've been mowing leaves with my tractor, and I guess I just took a little water break. I had so much dust in my mouth that that's so dry. I just decided to take a little break here. How you doing this morning?
Well, it's definitely morning here. It's 8:42 in the morning. I live in a condominium, so I don't have to go blowing leaves and stuff like that, but I'm doing absolutely great. You probably don't remember my name.
Is it Bill?
As the game show goes, no, it's Tom, and I'm in Playa Vista, California, which is on the west side of Los Angeles.
Sorry, Tom, I recognize the call, but oh man, we deal with so many call signs. We're around 150 check-ins in the morning on the morning brew. It's like, there's 150 people today, but we're doing pretty good, trying to remember what we can. So, what's going on today with you out there, Tom? Kind of a nice day here in Western New York. It's going to rain this afternoon, and I'm just trying to get some of these leaves up, like I said. And I can appreciate the condo. I was actually thinking about that, but I enjoy as long as I can do it. I enjoy the outside activity, but it probably would be nice to look out and watch somebody else do it.
Yeah, I agree. There's some good things about condos and some good things about homes that I'm not exactly sure what your age is. You're probably a kid compared to me.
Oh, I'd probably challenge you on that.
Okay, if you're over 80, you're an old man.
Add 1 to that.
Well, damn, we're pretty close.
Yeah, you're 44 and I'm 1945. That's very cool. Yeah, no, 80 is the new 60. I still kayak and I still ride my bike and I still work out. I have a small gym in my garage. So, any of those people that think that when they get up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they're supposed to roll over and put their feet up in the air. Not true.
Yeah, that is so true, Tom. My back has been acting up this summer really bad, and I haven't done the work around here that I usually do, and usually get a pretty good workout. I have woods on three sides of me, so it's not too bad. I just blow the leaves. I used to do the tractor. I just kind of keep blowing them and blowing all in one direction, blow them in the woods. One side, the other side, then the back, and I can do a pretty good job. And we'll have to do it a few more times this year. I usually do it 5 or 6 times, but got tons of leaves that haven't come off yet. But we'll get up what we can. It's a nice day. I want to get them up. It's supposed to rain today about 3 o'clock. And, once they get wet, that's tough. The wind's coming up here, so I do expect it to rain. So, Tom, what have you been up to? Good to hear you on here.
Well, I'm monitoring a lot of the time. I'm not a... I usually don't get on the radio and I forgot what they used to call it in the HF, but I turned off all the other repeaters at the moment and just listened to this one, which I'm really enjoying. When you get on that other repeater system that I'm on, and someone says, "Oh, what's the weather like over there?" They're 100 miles away. Big deal. The weather's probably the same. But when you get someone in Nebraska talking to someone in Tennessee or something like that, then it's something of interest, and that's cool. And it's different people. And then we actually have what Great Britain connected in here. I didn't catch what accent those people were. So I'm enjoying the system. I appreciate it. As far as me, I've got a busy week this week, so I am just going to probably hang out around the house and do some things I have to. And there's no baseball today because the Dodgers have already won the pennant.
Well, I take it you're a baseball fan, and that's good. That keeps you busy as well. Yeah, it's funny how we talk about the weather. I guess that's just been rag chewing, I think is the word you were looking for. But really, for rag chewing, that the reflector isn't the place to do that. With so many listening. Activity's really quiet today. The Bob KV3 S&M just texted me here 5 minutes ago and says, "Where's all the Boy Scouts?" We had more scouts from the UK yesterday than we did from the US. They started at 3 o'clock in the morning, yesterday morning, with scouts looking for stateside contacts. And I don't think we had more than, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 US groups. But I don't know where they all were. They all said they wanted to come and make contacts, but haven't heard of one today. So I don't know how long it goes, maybe till 1 o'clock, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did hear them yesterday. That was sort of cool. We didn't have ham radio when, or maybe we did, and we just didn't know about it when we were scouts. I was never a Cub Scout. I was a Boy Scout, and that didn't last for very long. My father got involved with my scout troop, and that was time to bail out.
is WB2JPQ. You know, I can see where that could be good and could be bad. Probably more bad than good. Go and get away especially if you're going to camp or something like that. I was a Boy Scout. I never got really involved in it. I got involved with ham radios. Oh my God! I got my license. I was first licensed at 13, but I think around 9 I was taking stuff apart. I was converting BC 603s. I don't know if you ever remember those. They were low band 30 to 50 megahertz radios. They were used in tanks. They were either 24 or 48 volts DC. And I was building AC power supplies for those and selling them to the fire department for receivers. That was long before home receivers. And that was in the 50s. I got them from Fair Radio Sales in Lima, Ohio. And believe it or not, they just closed. Fair Radio Sales just closed last year, around Dayton of last year. And I did a lot of business there. Well, actually, my father did. I didn't because I couldn't buy this. But they waited. Shipping was expensive, but it was fun doing them. And I had a fireman call me up here about 2 years ago and said, "Is there any warranty on it?" He still got it. There's not anything on low band anymore. The unique thing about those is they had push buttons, and you could set a push button for whatever frequency that you wanted. It was like several fire frequencies, and the state police and the sheriff's department, everybody was low band, but the good old days.
I never knew about those, but that's really interesting to me because I was with the news media for 50 years, and naturally scanners and radios were a major part. And I remember way back the beginning of scanners, but what you're talking about is even further back than that.
Scanners were much later, buying the crystals and putting them in. Yeah, they came out much later than that. But the fire department, there was no such thing as home receivers. Blew the fire whistle. Matter of fact, the fire whistle in my town still blows. We have two fire departments, East Eden and Eden. They still blow every day at 12 o'clock. And my grandfather told me once, that's the siren, which I know it is, but it's to tell the farmers to come in. It's 12 o'clock, come down to the fields for lunch. So every time it blows, I say, hey, it's time for lunch.
Kilo Echo 2, Golf Kilo Lima.
Kilo Lima, go right ahead.
I just wanted to check out this reflector, as I've never pumped in it, and I've been reflector and net hopping all morning. How have you guys been doing so far?
Well, I tell you what, the person to really talk to is also here. His name is Dick, and I'm going to turn you over to him. And Dick, you have a great morning. Don't overdo yourself, and I will catch you soon. Kilo India 6 Bravo Lima. Go ahead, Dick.
Well, thanks for the call, Tom. Yeah, I need to get finished up here. Yeah, the braking station. You can give me your name. My name is Dick. I'm outside of Buffalo, and I don't think I've heard you on before. I'm one of the team members here on the East Coast Reflector. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you located? And I'm outside here. I can't see how you're accessing the system, but good morning to you.
Good morning to you too. This is my first time on this net. I am based out of New Jersey. Reflector based on Echolink. I've been net hopping all morning and reflector hopping all morning on Echolink. I just got to work on my computer finally. It hasn't been working recently. I got into the hobby about 4 years ago. I got my license this July. Very happy I joined.
I think we've ever heard you on here before, maybe. We have 18,000 people on our database, so I can't begin to remember, but one thing I will say, we sound like a youth. I might be wrong, but we have a youth then on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on East Coast time. And come join us. We have a Zoom room, and the kids, our net controllers, our 3 net controllers, and others come into our Zoom room about 7, about an hour before the net, just to get acquainted and feel a little bit more relaxed and so forth and so on. So you're always welcome to join us, welcome to use the system. It sounds like you're on Echo. I can tell you're not talking into a microphone. You might try to get just a little bit closer. There's the acoustics is pretty bad from what I can hear. It's not bad audio, just the acoustics. Sounds like you're in a kind of a room with maybe not much furniture in or something. What is your name?
My name is Max. Is this audio better at all, or no?
Yes, it is, Max. Yes, it is. Much better. I'm surprised you've been a ham for 4 years and you've never been on the East Coast Reflector. But maybe just hang around on Echolink. We're basically a BOIP group, if you don't know. We started out 25 years ago with IRLP, radio linking project. And then after that came along All-Star, and our All-Star is our big game here. We run 250, 300 All-Star connections pretty much all the time, and the IRLP knows they have died down, but and we bridge everything. We bridge Echolink and all the digital modes, so you'll hear a little bit of everybody bridged in here, Max.
Yeah, so I've only been licensed since July of this year, but I've been interested in the hobby for about 3 or 4 years. I finally got the courage to start studying and get my license. I'm a technician, and I'm studying for my general right now. I'm hoping to get that by 2 weeks from now or next week.
All right, can I ask how old you are?
Sorry, I disconnected there. Can you please repeat, Tim?
Yeah, I asked Max, can I ask how old you are?
No, sorry. I don't feel comfortable sharing that.
That's not a problem. That's why I said, can I ask? Not a problem at all. So, hey, it's all good. I'm glad you're into ham radio. And I think you will enjoy the East Coast Reflector. I didn't look. You're on Echolink. Are you connected to our conference server, ECR 9050? Is that how you're connected? Like I said, I'm outside here. I don't have any means to look at that right now, how you're accessing the system.
Yeah, I am on ECR 9050, the East Coast Reflector link. I've been scrolling down the list for conferences all morning. I just started to find some, so this is my 3rd conference this morning.
Well, great, Max. It's nice to hear you on here. I'm going to get back and finish up what I'm doing today or this morning, and then go in and clean up and have a little bit of lunch. But this is a large system, and I don't know. I was just telling Tom it's been super quiet this morning. Maybe Tom come back and talk to you, but there's others on, and just make yourself at home. 7-3, my friend. Nice to hear you. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Well, thank you. 73 to you too. I will be on this, or I'll start coming on this more often now.
All right, if you don't know about our website, eastcoastreflector.com, eastcoastreflector.com, there's tons of information there. There's a listen live and last heard. You can see who's talking. You can listen and look at your audio. And so, if you haven't been there, go there. There's a ton of information. Tells you all about it, all of our nets and so forth. 7-3. This is WB2JPQ.
73, and thank you again. K2GKO.